Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Carl. The sun is shining. We've got blue skies. It's warm and I can see the sea just over there, which means today is a slightly different video because I thought we'd do a little bit of Blu-ray hunting on the Jurassic coastline. So we've just arrived at our holiday destination for a few days, and that's the Haven Holiday Park Sea View here in Weymouth. Decided on this place because it was cheap. It was only £150 for 4 days, which does include the entertainment pass where you can go swimming and all the night entertainment and stuff like that. So it's a cheap place to come, do a little bit of filming, see what we can find around here physical media wise. We've got Dorchester to look at, we've got Weymouth, we have Lyme Regis, possibly Bridport. There are a few charity shops around. I doubt if there's an HMV. There's probably a few CXs, so we'll check out those, but it'll be interesting. It's taken quite a while to get here. I did stop on the way. Let's go and check in and see where we're staying. I'll see you in a bit. So just tried to check in at 4:45. My check-in time was 4 till 5. Just been told this is where we're staying, number 54. That's strange because my old house number back when I was a child was number 54. So nice to stay here, but apparently I can't go in until it's been cleaned. You'll get a blue sticker outside the door, and I've just been told they've got till 5 PM to clean the caravan. So my check-in was 4 till 5 and they've got till 5 to clean it, which I think is a bit strange because surely they would have till 4 to clean it if your check-in's from 4 o'clock. So if you arrived at 4 o'clock to stay here and they hadn't cleaned it, you wouldn't be able to go in until they have, if that makes sense. So yeah, a bit disappointed, but I'm gonna have a look round and go for a wander. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so it's 5 to 5. The caravan is now ready. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so we have the front room with a flat screen TV. It's looking pretty nice. There's the kitchen. Cupboard with the boiler. 1 bedroom, double bedroom, and the toilet and the shower. All good. So I've just picked the car up and drove it back round to the caravan so we could unpack, as I left it in the main car park because we went for a walk along the beach to kill some time. One thing I did notice about this caravan next to me where we're staying, I remember back in the day when I used to go away with my parents to these caravan parks, the caravans used to have the old gas fires in them and they used to be freezing in the morning. Well, this one's got central heating, so hopefully it won't be cold tomorrow morning because it is only a little bit of tin. Something quite funny which I've noticed about around here. Do you remember Harry Potter platform 9 3/4? Well, the speed limit around here is 9.5 miles an hour. Not 9 miles an hour or 10 miles an hour, 9.5. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2, and this little caravan here was nice and toasty this morning. Wasn't cold one bit, which was so nice. You think you'd get woken up by seagulls around about 5 o'clock in the morning, being on the south coast, wouldn't you? But no, got woken up by ravens. And they are ravens. I've just seen a couple. They've got some toast in their mouth, and they are huge. So that's a good sign, getting woken up by ravens. The weather today, it's a bit cloudy. The sun's peeking through, so we're going to head off to Lyme Regis. I don't suppose there's much in Lyme Regis physical media wise, so I'll get a bit of filming done on the coast. If there's any charity shops, we'll head inside and take a look in there. So let's head off to Lyme Regis. So we've arrived in Lyme Regis, just parked on top of the hill because the car parking is around about £5.50 for 3 hours, which isn't too bad, but why spend a fiver when you don't really need to? So just walking down the hill into Lyme Regis now. So let's go and try and dig up Godzilla or a T-Rex. You never know, you might. First stop is the Antique and Craft Centre behind me. Let's take a look round. That was the Antique and Craft Centre. Walking around, it does take you on a trip back down memory lane. Did you see the price of that Thriller album? £50. Whew. I've just gone for a little walk to do some fossil hunting. You never know, I know I'm an old fossil myself, but I just noticed these beach huts behind me. They've even got satellite TV. So there's the beach huts. You come out and the sea is just there. How cool is that? Absolutely knackered. I've only been here 20 minutes, bashing to try and find that T-Rex, but no such luck. The only old fossil here is me. Okay, so the second charity shop of the day is the Weymouth Hospice. Let's see if they've got any physical media. The Weymouth Hospice charity shop. They had a few DVDs in there, but it was all the standard kind of stuff. they did have that classical HMV selection box set. I did look, that was from 1983, and it's selling for about £5.99, and they wanted £3, I think. But you know, if it's okay if you're into your classical music, let's keep looking. Third charity shop is the Tenor vs Cancer shop over there. We'll take a look inside, see if we can find any physical media. Inside the Tenor vs Cancer shop, that's the third charity shop. That's about it for the charity shops down here in Lyme Regis. I was expecting a few more, but we'll continue looking around. I did pick up that TARDIS set. I got a good deal, got £1 off, so £4 not too bad. But I'll show you at the end of the video that set, because there are certain things missing inside. Let's go for a walk along the seafront. Was Lyme Regis, and I'm in a t-shirt. Glorious weather, although you can see the clouds starting to come in the top corner, but can't complain about the day. Didn't find any fossils to take with us back home, although I did find some fossils, but the rocks were massive. You can't lift them up and take them with you. One thing I want to mention about Lyme Regis is the toilets. So many toilets here, and they're completely free to have a wee. Do you remember my last video when I went out on a Blu-ray hunt to Eastbourne, where they were charging £1 to have a wee? Completely disgusting. Well done to the council down here in Lyme Regis, because they should be free, and they are. So well done to the council. Like I say, a bit of a disappointment with the charity shops, but still can't complain. Had a good day. I think it's about 2:15, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, 2:15, so might head off to Bridport now and take a look round there. See you there. Okay, so we've made it to Bridport. First charity shop behind is, after that Royal Mail lorry goes past, Cancer Research. Let's look inside. So that was the Cancer Research shop. No physical media at all in that one. Next up is the Weymouth Hospice. If you remember in Lyme Regis, I picked up that TARDIS Doctor Who DVD set. So let's take a look and see what this one has in Bridport. So the Weymouth Hospice had a few physical media titles in there, pretty much standard, lots of DVDs, a few Blu-rays. I did pick up one DVD for myself and a Blu-ray, and also another Blu-ray to make a bit of profit in CX. Did pop in a few more charity shops in Bridport, but they didn't have any physical media. We've got the last three to try. We've got a Sue Rider just there. We've got an Oxfam, and we've also got a YMCA as well. So we'll try those charity shops and see if we can pick anything up in there. So that was the last 3 charity shops in Bridport. Not really much in there, to be honest. It's just the bog standard stuff you normally find in the charity shops, in all charity shops really. Time is 4:30. Gonna head back to Weymouth. Day 3. What has happened to the good old British weather? So you can never tell and rely on the British weather. Glorious sunshine yesterday. It's not cold, but you do need a coat. Look at the clouds above me. You just see behind me there is Weymouth, and just there is Portland. So just going for a little stroll along the beach before we head off into Dorchester. I jog to stand up because I'm in stones at an angle. We'll see you in Dorchester. Okay, so just arrived in Dorchester. Very, very busy, the car park. So I was very lucky. Someone was just leaving and managed to nip in the space. First charity shop to try is the Salvation Army there. So we're popping there, see if we can see any physical media and take a look around the others as well. Just in case you're wondering where the nearest HMV is, I did have a look and it is in fact a Poole. So a bit near where Jamie Powell goes, but a little bit, I don't know, probably about 20 miles from here. So anyway, that's enough rabbiting. Let's take a look round. Old cinema behind me here in Dorchester, the Plaza Cinema, really old. There is an Odeon down there. I'm going to pop down the Odeon and see if I can get some screen merchandise, and we'll just have a look really. Nothing in the Salvation Army charity shop that I've just been in really. There are lots and lots of DVDs, but pretty much the bog standard that you would normally find. There were a couple of Blu-rays in there. I think there was Frozen, Pirates of the Caribbean that was tucked in the corner. Did have a few VHSs in there, but again, nothing really worth picking up. Let's go to our next charity shop, which is a MenCap behind me, and see what we can see in there. Nothing really worth picking up in the MenCap. They did have more Blu-rays in there, but as I said, nothing really worth picking up. Did you see that Doctor Who TARDIS? What's the chances of seeing 2? I did have a look, but it was completely battered and they only wanted £2 for it, but there were a couple of discs missing as well. So we'll keep looking around and see what we can see. Next 2 charity shops, we've got the British Heart Foundation, and we've also got the Fern Animal Sanctuary charity shop as well. So let's take a look inside. Blu-rays in both those charity shops, but nothing really worth picking up. And that was Dorchester Manchester on day 3, finishing with the Odeon, just showing off the popcorn buckets for the new Super Mario Brothers movie. Dorchester had around about 5 to 6 charity shops, nothing really worth picking up other than the bog standard DVDs that you see in most charity shops. We're going to finish on day 4 in Weymouth, and I know there is a shop there that has got quite a lot of Blu-rays, but I'm going to have to ask for permission to film inside, so we'll see. Good morning everyone, it's day 4 and I think I've saved the best day for last for this video. Look at the weather, the sun is shining, beautiful blue skies, and I'm in my shorts for the first time this year, so it must be warm. Although I've got a coat on because it's a little bit chilly first thing in the morning. Before I begin, I just want to say a massive happy birthday to this person here. Happy birthday. How old are you? Don't answer that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're just walking to Weymouth, which is just down here. So we're going to spend the day in Weymouth. And they had a shop when I came here the other day. I didn't do any filming. I'm going to have to ask if I can film inside first. But they've got a shop here that had hundreds of DVDs. I'd possibly say a couple of hundred of Blu-rays as well. And they also had in there for sale old memorabilia of movies, old wrestling figures, Transformers, had an old Optimus Prime in there. So I'm going to ask if I can film inside that shop. Hopefully the owner will let me. And we'll take a look at a couple of charity shops along the way as well. I'll catch up with you soon. First stop is CX behind me. Let's take a look inside. So just the one pickup in CX, let's continue with the journey. Next up is the Worldmar charity shop. Let's take a look and see what we can find in there. Charity shops, I seem to have had quite a good result this week in those charity shops. They're not too bad. You can't get those ones up my way, but as you saw, it just popped in there. There were quite a few Blu-rays in there, quite a lot of DVDs. I didn't film all the DVDs, but I did manage to pick up 2 items in there. So that shop I was talking about is just behind me, called Nostalgia Unlimited. It's the one with all those DVDs in and all those Blu-rays. So let's have a chat with the owner and see if he'll let me film inside. Weymouth wrapped up for today. Just walking back to the car now, because what I did, I drove halfway. Did check out how long it would take to walk from the holiday camp to Weymouth, and they said about an hour long, but I think that was walking the roadway, because I can actually see the holiday camp in the distance that way. But earlier I don't think you could walk round because the tide was in, but now I can see sand right the way round, so you could actually walk back. But obviously the car's about 30 minutes that way, so it won't be long before we actually get there. Popped into that Nostalgia Unlimited, I think that was the actual name. Spoke to the guy in the shop before I started filming and asked him, and he said, of course you can film in here. So it was nice that he actually did that. So if ever you're down Weymouth way, please do pop in there and take a look round. I mean, the Blu-rays were only £2 each, which isn't too bad at all. I did like that V set in there. That was a classic show from the 80s. I've got the classic V box set, but I haven't actually got that one. That was a different one. Was it around £50? Can't actually remember. But what about that Doctor Who Christopher Eccleston DVD TARDIS set? What's the chances of seeing another one of those? I thought they were limited edition, and I've seen 3 of them in 3 days. What's the chances of that? But they wanted £80 for that one. I did look on eBay. A few of them are selling quite cheap, and there are a couple on there for around about £110 as well. So I don't know, yeah, I don't know what the right price for that is. Anyway, heading back to the car. Let's go back to the caravan and I'll show you what I picked up, because I picked up 4 pickups today, which isn't too bad for a day out. So anyway, let's head back to the caravan. I'll see you when I get there. So we were on our way back to the caravan, took a little detour because needed a Lidl, and found 3 charity shops next door to each other. Got a Sue Rider, an RSPCA and a Worldmar Hospice one. I thought it's worth pulling over, just have a little quick film and take a quick look inside. This one here, the Worldmar, I did get a pickup in there. I picked up that Matrix set. The Sue Rider had no Blu-rays or DVDs in, and this one here, which is the RSPCA, did have that Game of Thrones Blu-ray Season 1 set. Pretty good nick, and I'll tell you what, they started to know their prices in these charity shops, because if you check it out on CEX, I'm not particularly into Game of Thrones, but I thought maybe a profit in CEX. It's cheaper than CEX, but you get less of a trade-in in CEX, so it's not really worth picking up. But it was in actual quite good condition. Anyway, gonna head back to the car and head off back to the campsite, and I'll show you all the pickups there. See you in a bit. Day 5, just before we head home, I thought I'd have a drive up here and do a little bit of filming. You can see the weather's changed dramatically, but I'm going to show this on day 4, just before we head back to the caravan to go through the pickups. Just spotted this house the other day when we were walking past this side road. It was quite a way in the distance, but it was quite colourful, and this is it. We're back in the caravan. I didn't actually do too bad this week in 4 days. 10 titles I've picked up. Before I show you the titles that I picked up, I'll show you this little guy that I picked up from the range. Got a special little place for him to go in the garden. You can see in the sun his eyes, well, when he's charged, his eyes light up a different colour. Nice little place for him to go in the front garden. Let's start off with day 1 down in Lyme Regis. In that one of those, I don't remember what charity shop it was now, but 3 titles I picked up down in Lyme Regis. The first one is one of those old DVD book things that you open. It's not a digibook, but it's a movie I want to see. It stars Meg Ryan and Russell Crowe. I remember it back in the day. I don't think I've seen it all the way through, and it is Proof of Life. The price here on this one was 50p, so looking forward to giving that a watch. The next up is a Blu-ray I picked up. I've never actually heard of it before. You probably saw it when I was showing you in the video, but it's called Tales of Tales, and when I saw it like that, I thought it was a Criterion title at first, which isn't bad for the price of 50p. So this one is Tales of Tales. I am going to give this one a watch, but I picked this one up because I thought I could, well, if you look at the CEX price, you'll get a 70p profit. It's not major money, but 70p is still 70p. So I'll probably give this one a watch and then trade this one in, because it might be okay. I don't know. I've never actually heard of this one, to be honest. The last one I picked up on day one down in Lyme Regis, and it was actually on TV that night, and I never realised. I don't think it's a very good movie from what I can recall, but I haven't got it in the collection. Again, it was 50p. Battle for Los Angeles, 50p. So in total, that was on day one, £1.50 spent, and I'm trading that second title in, Tales of Tales. So it's not major money. It's only a £1, you know, plus the profit of 70p. So that was day one. Although I did pick something else up on day one. I did pick up this, the Doctor Who Christopher Eccleston DVD set. He was only in season 1 of Doctor Who. I thought this was good. I don't know whether I regret buying this now. I've got it in the thumbnail, so that's okay. I've seen 2 of these since. You had the one today down in Weymouth, which was a ridiculous price for £80. There was another one yesterday that I showed you in Dorchester, was it? And it was wrecked, but it was only £2. And I thought, well, maybe you could make it up, because this one is not perfect. This one was £4.99, which I got the guy down to £4. I am bidding on one on eBay at the moment. I'm winning the bid for £1.60 on eBay, because this has got its issues. Okay, so let's start with, if we spin it, is it round? Let's spin it round. So there is the best side. If we spin it round to this side, it's faded. You can tell it's faded. It's got sun damage because it's got the 15 logo down there, which is faded. I don't know whether they've had this in the shop window or the previous owner has. If we spin it round to the back, it's missing there. So what I can gather, it's missing a card that goes onto here, which has got all the extras and stuff, like a J card, but it's thicker. And then round to this side, there's a magnet there. And Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper are on the front of that one, peeping through the door of the TARDIS. So that is what that's missing. That's why I bidded on eBay, and I'm winning £1.60 at the moment. Hopefully I can complete the box, but should I get rid of this box because that is faded? If the one comes through from eBay in perfect condition and it's that cheap, then I don't know. I can see I've got a mark there. I just really bought it because I want to watch the series again, basically. If we open it up inside, the discs are all there, where the one yesterday in Dorchester wasn't. So there's all the discs. This one here, disc 4, has got a mark on it. I don't actually know if that's going to play or not. The other discs are in good condition. So it might, you know, it might be worth making a setup, especially if they're selling for 110 on eBay and stuff. But I don't understand why that one I'm winning the bid at £1.60, because it all looks complete. Also missing the booklet there, where the one in Dorchester for £2 did have the booklet. So maybe, I don't know. Trouble is, if you pick that one up from Dorchester and then you win that £1.60 one on eBay with the £3 postage, you're paying nearly 20 quid, 15 quid for it. Is it worth that? You know, so, and then you've ended up with 3 of them. So I don't know whether I'm regretting buying this or not. It's still nice to see the TARDIS and I want to watch that series again because he was only in one series at the start of the new Doctor Who. I think episode 1 might have had the wheelie bins that came alive. I can't remember. So did pick that up. I'm pleased I did. I say I regret it, but it's only £4. And seeing that one today at 80, you know, so yeah, pleased I picked that one up. Where do we go now? Should we go to Dorchester? Yesterday, I think there was two. No, was there two? No. All the rest of the pickups are from today, actually. Nothing I picked up in Dorchester. So let's move on to the day down in Weymouth. And in that nostalgia shop that I was talking about, the Blu-rays in there were £2 each. I did pick up 2 Blu-rays because I thought I'll show my support because he did let me film inside. The first one I picked up, I bought one of these from CEX years ago. I tried to watch it the other day and it just would not play. There was no marks on the disc, it just wouldn't play. It wasn't a region 1 or region 2. It was a region 2. It wasn't a region 1 or anything because I got a multi-region Blu-ray player and I did change it to that. Just would not have it. So I picked this one up. Hopefully this one will play. They were selling at £2 each in that nostalgia shop, and it is Hurt Locker. So I want to give this one a watch. It's not bad for £2. I think the original guy, whoever's had this before, has picked up in Asda. There's a receipt in there. The next one, this is as far as I'm going with these because I know they did bring up a special set, which I did buy and it was ruined and I sent it back. I did end up buying number 1 on this, Paranormal Activity, and I've gone for Paranormal Activity 2. I think the rest of them, maybe this one as well, are complete rubbish. They're not really worth watching, so I'm not going to buy any more Paranormal Activities. I'll stick with 1 and 2, but for £2 on a Blu-ray, there you go. I don't like it when they do that either. I know it's second hand, but they've got, someone's written on that up there. I don't know why they marked that. But Paranormal Activity, that was only really to support the shop. So again, I haven't spent that much money. That's still under a tenner. And then I went into another charity shop and picked up, I don't think this was very good either, but it is on DVD. And for the price, 50p, I thought I'd give it another watch. And it is the new RoboCop. It's still factory sealed and it was only 50p. So looking forward to giving that one a watch. I have seen it, but I can't remember it, and I don't think it was particular. It's certainly nothing like the original, is it? But for 50p, and it is on a DVD, I know, but there's nothing wrong with DVDs, so I'm going to give that one a go. And then this title I wanted on 4K, but it's still around about 20 quid on 4K. So is it really worth buying on 4K? Because some Blu-rays are just as good as 4Ks. And for a long film like this one is, would I watch it again in 4K? You know, I might watch it twice in my lifetime. So why not just buy it on Blu-ray? This price, well, I thought this was quite expensive really, because most of the Blu-rays in there were 50p, but this one was like £2, and it's Titanic for £2 on Blu-ray. And inside it does come with 2 discs, and I don't own this one on Blu-ray or DVD or 4K, so I'm happy with picking this one up. Went to CEX. I did have a pickup in CEX, and it's a movie I wanted. It's a £3 saving from HMV, and it is the new Running Man with the slipcover. And then inside, it just comes with a plain blue disc. So looking forward to giving the Running Man a go. And then on the way to Lidl, I found those 3 charity shops, as I was talking about on the road. The Sue Rider didn't have anything in. The RSPCA had a few Blu-rays in, and that Game of Thrones in there. That was a perfect condition Blu-ray for that Game of Thrones. But as I said on the main road talking, I think these charity shops know that us guys go around and try and make profit in CEX, because You could buy that from Sue Ryder. It's cheaper than what CEX are selling it at. But if you went to sell it in CEX, it's less money than what you've paid for it in Sue Ryder. So it's not worth picking up. So I've got a feeling these charity shops are starting to cotton on and know. The first one I did go in, I'm not a particular fan of the Matrix, but I did pick up the Matrix set. This is it's an amazing set to pick up. For £2, and it's got so much in this set. If I can take this off, because it's got to come off anyway. Whoops. So we've got this box J card. It's a little bit damaged there, but these are on DVD, so it's not really essential. It does come with this Matrix themed box, which is quite tough. And then inside, we are getting I've got this all in the wrong order, the Animatrix. So let's have a look. I'll go through the Animatrix quickly. One disc on the Animatrix. We are getting the Matrix. With 2 discs. We're getting the Matrix Reloaded. Apologies if this is wrong order, because I am speeding through this. Again, 2 discs. And then we're getting the Matrix Revolutions. And then inside, again, 2 discs. This one comes complete with the booklet. And we're getting the Matrix Experience, which I think if we open this up, it's 10 discs included in total. This one comes with 3 discs. I think it's all extras and stuff, but that wasn't a bad pickup for £2. If I just hold on to it, maybe the price will increase. Who knows? 10 pickups in total for this video. That's the most I've ever picked up, and that's it. Time to head back tomorrow morning and back to normal life. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this Jurassic Park Blu-ray. Jurassic Coast Blu-ray hunt. It wasn't too bad in total. Had a good time away as well. Made a little break. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you like this video, please do give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe if you can, because it's all free. It really does help the channel to grow and support the channel as well. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.